We covered this divorce section 13 yesterday. Discussed various grounds which are available to both husband and wife, and some of additional grounds which are available only to the wives. And I asked you to make a chart which may reflect what are the common grounds available to both and what are the additional grounds available to the wife, so as to remember you, and whenever you go through your notes it is reflected, just merely having a watch on it. We also discussed this judicial separation, where the marital relationship is suspended for a period of 1 year, and if during that period of 1 year the cohabitation does not take place, does not start, then it could be a ground for divorce. Suppose a situation where husband or wife, one spouse wants divorce and the other spouse does not want so and want to continue with the relationship. Then if remedy is provided to the person or spouse seeking a divorce, then a contrary remedy has been provided by law. That is the remedy of the restitution of the conjugal rights, section 9. So, in a petition for divorce by one spouse, the other spouse can file a counter claim. One more important aspect would be that if any of the parties have filed a petition in the court, then other party which may be in need of any other relief under Act need not to file a separate petition. Such party respondent will make his written statement, and in that written statement respondent can seek any relief by way of a counter claim. It will be as you studied a counter claim in CPC. So separate suit or separate proceeding petition is not required. In the same petition it can be claimed. That is to check the multiplicity of the proceedings between the parties. Decree of restitution of conjugal rights can be granted when one party without any reasonable excuse withdrawn from the society of the other. The ground would be there is no reasonable excuse, the party has withdrawn himself or herself from the association of the other spouse, and the relief would be that the respondent be directed to join the matrimonial home and discharge the duties or obligations arising out of the marriage bond. Court may grant it if satisfied on these lines. In such petitions, the respondent is required to join the association of the other spouse. But respondent does not comply with the decree or the direction by the court, then what is the remedy? With the decree holder. Courts in India have in so many case laws defined the scope of the terms used in the section: conjugal right, society, withdrawn. What does it mean? And if this decree is not compliant with for a year, then it could be a ground for divorce, same as it was a ground for non-compliance of the decree for judicial separation. We yesterday discussed. So, decree of judicial separation and the decree of restitution of the conjugal rights have been kept on one and the same footing from a point of view to take divorce on such ground. After marriage, the matrimonial home is compulsorily required to be set up. Different high courts have interpreted the meaning of the term matrimonial home. Our question was that how a decree for restitution of the conjugal rights can be enforced. We will just take after some time the provision in the Order 21 CPC, which provides how a decree for the restitution of the conjugal rights. We will discuss this point. We are now just keeping it aside, the enforcement of the decree of the restitution of conjugal rights. After this, we have also discussed the void and voidable marriages. We also discussed the different penalties or the punishments provided for different type of the offences committed in respect of the marriages. So, a very good question can be framed as to how does the law deal with the offences committed in respect of a marriage or during a wedlock, out of a wedlock, not during, out of a wedlock. Committed by one spouse in respect of the other spouse, or sometimes may not be. In nutshell, you can say what are the offences which are committed in respect of a matrimonial relationship and what are the penalties provided for. We talked of void marriages, voidable marriages, and punishments So, since the essential requirement, essential conditions of a valid Hindu marriage have been given in section 5, now we will take one by one. The first ground in that section is that neither spouse is having a spouse living at the time of the marriage. If this requirement is contravened, a marriage is solemnized in contravention of this clause, it will be a void marriage on account of a fact given under section 11. So 5(1) की वायोलेशन में कंट्रावेंशन का इफेक्ट दिया सेक्शन 11 में, इट इज अ वॉइड मैरिज. बट सेक्शन 11 does not talk of the punishment. Where is the punishment? Punishment is under section 17. Contravention of the clause 1, that is the spouse clause, effect is given in section 11, declares it as void, and section 17 also declares such marriage to be void marriage. Section 17 declares such marriage to be void. Section 11 also declares such marriage to be void. So effect of law has been provided under two provisions of law, section 11 as well as section 17. Both the provisions reiterate one and the same thing, that such marriage would be a void marriage. And what section 17 further says, कि section 494, 495 IPC will be attracted. What is 494 IPC? Marrying again during the lifetime of a husband. So imprisonment is 7 years and fine. It is a non-cognizable bailable offence. So now you are clear, picture is clear. Contravention of clause 1 of the section 5 would result into a legal declaration, automatic declaration, ipso facto declaration by the law, section 11 and section 17, that such marriage is void marriage, and such person will be guilty of the offence of section 494, 495 IPC. So FIR will be registered and they can be, the faulty spouse can be punished under section 494 and 495. So it is the first clause is completed. Your chart must reflect. Now come to the second essentials of the section 5. The second essential is the consent. If consent clause is contravened or a marriage is solemnized in contravention of the clause 2 of section 5, effect is given in section 12. What does it say? Section 12 says it such marriage as voidable. Here again law declares such marriage to be voidable, and such marriage is perfectly valid marriage if not challenged by a spouse. And the effect with respect to the punishment, whether it has been made punishable, no punishment has been prescribed by the law. If consent clause is violated, means a marriage has been solemnized in contravention of the consent clause. The consent was not freely given or taken. The only option lies with such party would be the declaration of such marriage as void, but no criminal proceeding can be instituted. Neither IPC nor Hindu Marriage Act makes such marriage punishable. So no punishment. Now let us come to the third clause. The third clause is the age. Bridegroom 21 years, bride 18 years. If this age clause is contravened, violated by the parties, what will be the nature of such marriage? Law declares is such marriage a void or the voidable? The perfect answer would be Hindu Marriage Act does not declare such marriage to be void or voidable. But the prohibition of the Child Marriage Act 2006 makes such marriage voidable. And not only the voidable, where is the punishment? Whether the Hindu Marriage Act makes it punishable? 18. Yes, Hindu Marriage Act makes it punishable under section 18. And it is 5 years rigorous imprisonment, which may extend to 2 years. So maximum punishment prescribed under section 18 for contravention of the age clause. A marriage solemnized in contravention of section 18, the person doing so would be prosecuted. Under which section? Section 18 Hindu Marriage Act. Here IPC has nothing to do with. So such marriage is punishable under section 18 of the HM Act with a maximum imprisonment of 2 years RI and fine up to 1 lakh rupees or both. Apart from being made it punishable by Hindu Marriage Act, such marriage is also punishable under Prohibition of the Child Marriages Act 2006. What is the maximum punishment and under which section? Punishment is the same in that act also. Section 9.